Okay, so today we're going to be looking at a particular trader that I've identified on Bitget Copy Trade. This particular trader, I think, has some interesting promise. So let's dive right into it. And without further ado, I'm of course the most open-minded investor slash NFT artist on YouTube with a diverse appetite for risky asset classes ranging between shopping centers and shitcoins, but not government bonds, creating contact-led, family-friendly, cookie-accepting, cat-free, technical and specialized tutorials and guidelines to harness the generational wealth transfer found in crypto trends. And last, as a believer of Jesus Christ and a fan of Gary and an extremely well-educated and multilingual Korean opera with hair naturally curly than the average male and highly coveted by many moms and daughters, also known as Humble Kim. And today we're checking out this particular account, a high-frequency, short-term trader who is full up at the moment, but let's look at how we can capitalize on this particular trader and see if it will be worthwhile on my follow, and I will be giving it a score out of 10 to see what we can do. Of course, no trader is perfect, so I'll never be giving out of 10, but let's actually make it a bit of a thread over here. So I'll give it a number of stars out of 10. So let's jump right into it. All right, we're looking at just the initial information on the charts. In the last 1 month, we can see that their gains or daily gains on their trades and their execution is sitting between 180 to about 190%, although with some increased percentages kind of clocking in these days as well, which is very nice. We can see that their income, their seed size is nice and big, sitting at $11,000, $8,000 to $11,000 in the last 1 month. We can see that they've had a pretty consistent gain. This being a linear one, I can see that this trader isn't increasing their exposure or their trade sizes, but they're simply sticking to their trade methods. Although they did have a pretty bad loss in the middle of this month. I don't think that's such a bad thing. As long as you stay patient, within a couple of days they were able to regain their losses, which is nice. We have had some pretty crazy times recently as well, and during those times, rather than a loss, they were able to at least maintain or increase their seed as well, which is really exciting to see. Now we're seeing that they have a very consistent preference on the asset they're trading, which is 100% invested into Bitcoin USDT, which is a really positive sign, meaning that this person, shout out, dare I say, could be a potential expert in Bitcoin and Bitcoin alone. In the last 1 month, we have seen a couple of bad losses, but a lot of the trades have been quite profitable, which is exciting to see. And in the last 1 month, they have been very consistent with their trades as well. This is obviously a good summary, and we want to obviously look at their order, obviously in the history and copy trade, so that we know exactly how much money, not necessarily exactly, but get a better ballpark of the money or the margin size that we want to invest if we do choose to follow this person. Of course, I'm not giving you any financial advice. It is your choice to follow this person. I'm just sharing you my initial thoughts around this particular trader. So looking through the list, we're seeing that on the same day, the open day, seeing the open and the close. Of course, they close around about the same price, but on the opening on the same day, we are seeing at least 11 trades on the 2nd of June. And again, 2nd of June, also 12 trades were executed. On the 3rd of June, mind you, the 2nd of June trade was actually closed on the 6th of June. So they actually held for 4 days, which is considered medium to long term in futures trading. On the 3rd of June, we see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades were executed. On the 4th of June, 2 trades. 2nd of June, another 2 more trades, sitting at 15 trades. We're seeing the highest number of trades in a particular given day sitting at 15 trades, meaning that if you put in a trade at about $10 per trade, you need to make sure that you have about 10 times of that of $150, which would be the amount of margin that you're putting in there. Looking forward, 2nd of June, there's more coming in as well, of course. 2nd of June, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more trades. That is a total of 20 trades. Okay, so a 20 trade on a given day, that's as frequent as we see this particular person trading. Just to go back to some of those trades which were activated on the 2nd of June, and the way in which that they were able to exit. I'm going to go to the graph itself, and we're going to check out the 2nd of June. So 2nd of June, we have seen price action sitting around about here, and we see that they have made an exit out here as well. It actually come back down. I guess they've actually added further into their position and was able to make that gain as well. There wasn't such a bad drawdown, but it did bring about a very handsome gain, which is really exciting to see. So looking back into the orders, we're going to look at some of the copy trades that are activated right now. Not too many trades that are deep in the red at the moment. 2%, 9%. We can almost even consider that as a break even. Seeing that this person has a long and a bullish outlook in the market at the moment, with a price opening at around 312 and 316 level, which is where we are sitting right now. sitting at 312 level, it is an interesting area that they've decided to actually enter into the market, because we are actually quite we're actually approaching an overbought region at the moment, but maybe there is a further upside that is to be explored. Maybe that this person is speculating that we may see a price action on the upside, or potentially a retest onto the resistance that we have experienced on that 32K mark. And so we'll see how that goes. Although I do sense that if we were to then retest the previous support and the resistance, of course, with the previous maximum level as seen on the screen right now, that if we were to test that level and jump back up, that this person may be looking into dollar cost averaging. Okay, so for me, if my account size was about $2,000, I would definitely be starting with a $10 trade. To see how this person tracks along in the next week or so. So this particular trader, let's have a look at their followers. We are seeing that the total PNL is sitting nice and high, and they have a nice amount of followers right now. Just looking at their AUM as well, it's sitting at $193,580, which is pretty high AUM. And their total PNL is sitting at $11,000, and Copier's PNL sitting a lot higher than that as well. So we can see that the copiers are actually taking a much bigger risk than the trader itself, which is interesting to see. I think a warning for all the traders, of course, that are following this warning for all the copy traders is that those that are following this particular account, I think it's best for you to reduce your uptake or your margin size with this particular trader, guys. But we are seeing that a lot of people are making quite consistent gains with this particular trader, and albeit they're smaller than most other accounts I've seen, because it is probably quite low risk as well, is what I am sensing. Of course, low risk doesn't mean no risk, so make sure you do your own research and only invest in money that you can afford to lose. So there you have it, guys. This is the rundown for Jin and 4stars@gmail.com. Thank you so much for Jin 4stars@gmail.com, because you are a principal trader on this platform. For me, I will give it an overall rating 8 stars out of 10. And that's because of its very steady gains and its ability to weather some of the really crazy times in the crypto markets as well. That doesn't mean that there are 2 stars worth of risk involved in there as well. Make sure you follow trades, make sure you copy trade with doing your own research and with amounts of money that you can afford to lose. Thank you so much for tuning in. Of course, if you like this type of content and you want to stay on top of copy trade, make sure you go like, share, and subscribe, and ring that notification bell so that you can stay updated with the latest, the fanciest, and the most profitable in crypto. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.